Mwen pa ka sipote piyes kalte developman aso Piton. Piton se heritage nasyonal nou, et nou ni pou dou bout pou li.
And right now, my brother, I am pissed and angry.
And the whole idea is creating a new St. Lucia. You see, in creating a new St. Lucia, we don't have to destroy our old St. Lucia. We have to add on it. The fact is, a lot of tourists and them that come to St. Lucia, they come for our natural beauty. Having the status of World Heritage is a boost to the whole tourist industry, and what we should do is work on it, make it better, not destroy it, not getting rid of that status.
Helen of the West, paradise found, and the heritage status. You got to be out of your mind to try to do anything with that in terms of eradicating that status. You know, I mean, that's insanity, man. How dare you even attempt to touch that? Development is development. Every country needs it to stimulate the economy. But at the same time, you don't destroy a whole heritage in the name of development for the very tourism you're trying to increase.
Yeah, well, it should never be allowed to continue. I think St. Lucians need to stand up. St. Lucians need to start raising their voices. If you have to occupy the land, occupy the space, occupy the site by boatloads, if that's how you could get there, whatever way, I think we need to send a strong message, a strong signal to those in authority to let them know we as St. Lucians will not tolerate, we will not allow our country's pride to be desecrated.
I believe it's high time we stop prostituting ourselves.
At this point, I am not interested in the back and forth between the two main political parties in St. Lucia. The most important thing should be stopping the construction on the Gros Piton.
It's not about red or yellow. It's about blue and being passionate about being Lucian. And you know how proud people are when they go to other countries and see the Lucian flags and talk about the Pitons. I don't drink Piton beers, but when I go in a shop and I see anything that's related to St. Lucia, I am passionate about it. And I support everybody who supports absolutely not building or designing any single thing on our Pitons.
Cease construction now.
Not development on the Piton there, that's a no, a definite no.
St. Lucia, I'm standing outside Dollarama. Would a St. Lucian be allowed to come to Canada and build on the heritage site? Would a Canadian be allowed to build on a Canadian heritage site? Don't allow people to come to our country and build on our heritage site. Protect our Pitons.
St. Lucia is our birthright and we are prostituting her. It is time for us to say no. No to any of these millionaires and billionaires that insist that they must own us once again. The time is now. We need to stand up and say no. No to all and any construction going on at the Pitons. No.
Development on the Piton there, that's a no, a definite no.
St. Lucia, I'm standing outside Dollarama. Would a St. Lucian be allowed to come to Canada and build on the heritage site? Would a Canadian be allowed to build on a Canadian heritage site? Don't allow people to come to our country and build on our heritage site. Protect our Pitons.
St. Lucia is our birthright and we are prostituting her. It is time for us to say no. No to any of these millionaires and billionaires that insist that they must own us once again. The time is now. We need to stand up and say no. No to all and any construction going on at the Pitons. No.
The Pitons are as much a part of our St. Lucianness as the Creole we speak and the local foods we eat.
When we gain World Heritage status in October 2004, we reach a milestone. That tiny dot on the world map to have a World Heritage status by UNESCO that so many big countries out there want, and that small dot, that 258 square miles got that.
As a St. Lucian who is proud to be St. Lucian, let me state categorically that I emphatically cannot support and will not support the construction that is taking place at Piton.
I would like to formally appeal to the government of St. Lucia to stop construction on the Piton immediately. I do not want to lose this beauty.
You know how proud I am when I say St. Lucia? When I describe St. Lucia to people, how proud I am. I was a tour guide in St. Lucia. Just explaining, I'm at work and everywhere I go, I went to university and it's St. Lucia, St. Lucia, St. Lucia.
We're supposed to just enjoy that. The view on all. And we expose it to the rest of the world. No development. Stop that crap. Stop that BS. Stop that construction now.
Hey guys, this is Tim and Wendy McDaniel from California in the U.S. I just wanted to kind of give a few words on our thoughts around the construction and development that's going on right now at the base of Gros Piton. We're not Lucian, obviously, but during our annual visits to St. Lucia, we've gotten to kind of share in the majesty of the Pitons from both below and snorkeling between them, as well as from the peak and climbing Gros Piton a couple of years ago.
We enjoy finding local experiences during our stays, and on our last visit in 2019, we were fortunate enough to enjoy some time in the relatively untouched area at Anse Levon at the base of Gros Piton. It appears that the current construction will forever alter the natural state of this area. The development not only impedes on the raw beauty of the proud St. Lucian site, but could also impact visitation and potential ecotourism dollars from travelers like us that want to partake in the real beauty of St. Lucia.
Now, we obviously understand that there are tax revenue and construction job implications from stopping construction, especially now during the time of the economic crisis brought on by COVID. However, we don't know that the short-term kind of reward, especially for a potentially single-family residence, makes up for the long-term impact of the construction. Our hope ultimately is that the construction be stopped and that our Lucian friends kind of continue to do everything they can to protect our Pitons.
Please don't build on the Pitons.
The Pitons help to define us as a people. We must stand up now to protect and preserve them, not just for ourselves, but for our children and for the generations of St. Lucians yet unborn.
That's in heritage site, my brother. Yeah, man. They shouldn't have no construction going in the Piton there.
I mean, this should be a very straightforward case. If the property which is being spoken about is national heritage site and it's non-sellable, I don't see how could any foreigner get possession of that land and develop it. I think the government should just stop it outright, period.
I would like the government of St. Lucia to stop the construction work on the base of our World Heritage Site.
The Piton is our World Heritage Site. No construction. Please stay out.
St. Lucians, wake up. This cannot be okay. This cannot be allowed. No way, no how. This is not supposed to be allowed.
Yes, indeed, was our original Jogos in the ESO different machine in the building, and I think that I speak for the entire Jean Soufriere and by extension the entire Jean Setlisi when I say we do not support the development of any villa, any kai, any resort zero development on our majestic Pitons.
I do not support any development on the Pitons.
You type up St. Lucia on the internet. You know the first thing that comes up? The Pitons.
I think it's ridiculous because the Pitons is our natural landmark, and if they choose to, well, not choose, but if they give him the right to build on the Pitons, he'll believe that, he owned this part of the Pitons, nobody can come there and stuff like that.
St. Lucia, I think it is time that we stand up, stand together and say enough is enough. We can't have anyone, especially a foreigner, come in and put a scar into our landscape, into the Piton floor, in the manner in which it's being done right now. We should say no to the construction, all of us.
Stop building on the Pitons.